In this lesson, we are going to be discussing about device enrollment method. So all the different methods we have to enroll devices. Microsoft Intune offers a variety of device enrollment methods tailored for different operating systems, like for example, Windows operating system, iOS, Android, and Mac OS. Each method allows administrators to manage and secure devices while ensuring that they are configured to meet organizational compliance standards. Here's a breakdown of how device enrollment works for each platform. So we are going to be going into details of each platform on how enrollment works. So let's start with the Windows enrollment. Intune provides several enrollment methods for Windows devices, which of course is suitable for different scenarios. We have the Azure AD join. This method is often used for corporate-owned devices that are joined to Azure Active Directory. It is commonly used in organizations that don't have on-premises infrastructure or are migrating to cloud management. Azure AD join allows full Intune management and policy enforcement. We also have the Azure AD registration workplace join. This is for personal own bring your own device scenario. It provides lighter management capabilities, primarily used for access control, and enforces compliance without fully managing the device. We have Windows Autopilot. The Windows Autopilot is ideal for provisioning new Windows 10, 11 devices out of the box. Probably if you are working for a very big organization in this period, most companies are actually moving to Windows Autopilot, giving users the opportunity to actually register their device, configure their device, and register it with Intune automatically while that device is being provisioned. So it automates the setup process, enrolling the device in Intune and configuring it based on policies defined in the admin portal. Next, we have the bulk enrollment, which is the provisioning package. For shared devices or for organizations that need to enroll multiple devices without users' intervention, bulk enrollment uses provisioning package as a .ppkg files created with Windows Configuration Designer. So IT admins can actually configure settings, install applications, and enroll device without requiring each user to perform the setup. And lastly, we have the hybrid Azure AD join. This method is best suitable for organizations with existing on-premises Active Directory infrastructure. So devices are joined to both on-premises Active Directory and Azure AD. So this is actually the scenario which we have been seeing in this tutorial, because I actually configured an hybrid Azure AD environment where my devices are actually sync from my on-premises to the cloud. Next, we have the iOS, iPad OS enrollment. For iOS and iPad OS devices, Intune offers options that cater to both corporate-owned and personally owned devices. We have the automated device enrollment. The automated device enrollment works with Apple Business Manager or Apple School Manager to simplify the setup and enrollment process for corporate-owned devices. Devices are automatically enrolled in Intune upon activation, allowing IT to enforce policies, install applications, and configure settings remotely. Next, we have the user enrollment. Designed for bring your own device scenario, user enrollment provides a lower level of management compared to other methods, focusing mainly on securing corporate data. Then we have the Apple configurator. This method is suitable for devices that were not purchased through Apple's ABM or ASM, but need to be managed by Intune. IT administrators can connect devices to Mac running Apple configurator and manually enroll them to Intune. Then lastly, we have bring your own device. That is the BYOD. For employee using personal iOS, iPadOS devices, Intune allows registration through the company portal. Then we have the Android enrollment. Intune supports a range of Android enrollment methods to meet the varied needs of corporate-owned and personal devices. We have the Android Enterprise Work Profile, which is actually best for bring your own device scenarios. Work Profile allows users to separate personal and work data on their devices. It creates a secure container for corporate apps and data while leaving personal data unmanaged. We have the Android Enterprise that is fully managed, ideal for corporate-owned single users device. This method gives IT complete control over the device. It can enforce all policies, manage app, and restrict certain functions if needed. But this Android enterprise fully managed is actually when your company provide you with a mobile devices, so automatically that device is totally being managed by your IT department. And if you're using your own personal device, of course, it's going to be managed through Work Profile. We have the Android Enterprise Dedicated Device with the kiosk mode. This is for corporate-owned devices that are used for a single purpose, like kiosk, digital signature, or shared devices. We also have the corporate-owned or personal-enabled, which is for corporate-owned devices that are also used for personal tasks. It combines the control of a fully managed device with a work profile, creating two separate partitions on the device, one for work and one for personal use. Then lastly, we have the Samsung KNOS Mobile Enrollment, KME. For Samsung devices, KME provides a streamlined enrollment process and integrates with Samsung KNOS security features. Then lastly, we have the Mac OS enrollment. Intune Mac OS enrollment method cater to both corporate and personally owned scenarios with varying levels of management. Apple automated device enrollment, like with iOS, the Apple automated device enrollment works with Apple Business Manager or Apple School Manager, which allows Mac OS devices to be automatically enrolled in Intune upon activation. This is ideal for corporate-owned devices as it simplifies setup and ensures devices are managed immediately. Then we have user-driven enrollment, which is suitable for bring your own device or personally owned macOS devices. So users manually install the company portal app to enroll their device. And then we have the Apple configurator. This manual process can also be used for macOS devices, especially if they were not purchased through Apple Business Manager. Apple Configurator allows IT to configure and enroll devices that require more control than bring your own device, but many have the ability to use the ADE. So choosing the right enrollment method actually depends on factors such as device ownership. Is it a corporate-owned device? Typically requires more management, making ADE for iOS, macOS, and Android enterprise fully managed more appropriate, or bring your own device scenarios benefits from work profile or user enrollment. The user's experience. Automated and bulk enrollment methods such as autopilot and the ADE simplify setup for end users and reduce the burden on IT. Security requirement. Device with sensitive data may need fully managed enrollment option to enforce policies and compliance. And lastly, we have platform support. Not all features are available on every platform. So understanding each platform unique capabilities is very essential for you as an Intune engineer. By understanding these options and their applications, you can tailor device enrollment to your organization's security need, users' experience preferences, and operational requirements.